boys and girls, and welcome to Growing Guitar, a cool song here from Oxlade, Intoxicated. So we have these three chords here, the D minor, G minor, and A minor 7. And that goes round and round through the entire song with this cool lick. You can go back and forth with the strumming or the picking here. Now, let's start with the capo set on the first fret. And we need to go over the chords. So, starting with D minor, that is open D, second G, third B, and first E. Then we have the G minor, that's a bar chord. So place a bar over all strings here on the third fret. And then the rest you need to add here will be 5th on A and 5th on D. And then the final chord is the A minor 7. So that is open A, second D, open G, first B, and open E. Okay, so we'll look at the main thing here, the picking pattern. It's based upon these chords in the same order, D minor, G minor, and A minor. So we're gonna start here with the first position here, the D minor. So when you play this, you have certain notes to emphasize, but you can also bring in others. So I suggest you hold the chord as it is, the D minor. And here, the important notes will be, of course, the bass where you start, but also the first fret E string where you end, okay? So these two notes you need to bring in here. So you could, if you are more comfortable with just picking, you can just pick these two notes. But I suggest, if you can, you make a downstroke there. So one downstroke to incorporate all strings, and that is pretty much how it sounds. You can do one downstroke with a finger like that. I use all my fingers for this D minor, so I put my fingers on top of every string here. The thumb, index, mid finger, and my ring finger. And I just roll it down, so like that. I have more control there, because, yeah, you will have to have that later as well, in my opinion. So that's how I do it. It's perfectly fine to just make one downstroke like that. Okay, so that's the first start here. Then you do, this is the hardest part of the song, okay? So pick the open D string now together with the first E. Again, the two important notes. And it's not wrong if you just make a roll down there again, but I think it's unnecessary at this point here, since you're gonna do a slide right after, so that could be a little bit challenging. So pick the open D and first E, and then you slide up, and I use another finger here. I use my little pinky to do the slide, not the one I'm holding here on the first E string. It's up to you, but you need to slide up from anywhere up to the 5th fret of the E string. So I start somewhere at the 3rd fret or so, a shorter slide. It's up to you, but like that, all right? And then that is what you need to play for the D minor. Next is the G minor. Here you have this position. I suggest that you just put a bar here on the 3rd fret over all strings, all right? So that's how I do it. And with that bar, you're gonna play 3rd fret on the E string in the bass together with 3rd fret G string. And then comes the 3rd fret E string down here, higher notes. So you don't have to hold these like that, you just place a bar. This way you have all notes covered there. So 3rd on E in the bass together with 3rd G, and then after that comes the 3rd E top notes. And then that's it for the G minor. We're going over to the A minor 7. Here you do the same as you started with the D minor, but now with the A minor 7. You hold the chord as it is, and one downstroke like that. Or if you want to do the rolling thing here with the fingers, I place my fingers on the A string here with my thumb, then the index on my G, the mid finger on my B string and my ring finger on my E string, and I roll it down like that. Sometimes at this point I do the full chord, just one downstroke. Sometimes I use my fingers. Anyway, these are the notes. The important note here will be the open E string down, this one. Okay, so you do that one time. You do that for a second time. And on the third time here, the last, I use my fingers here for sure. And I do the roll again for the third time. And do that motion, okay? So that is one roll. And then I add the first fret on E string. I play it open again. And I finish off with the open G string. That ends the round. So the last A minor 7 was one downstroke or a finger roll. First E string, open E string, and open G. So there you have the parts. I'm gonna play it for you slowly now, so you see what's up and what's going on and how it sounds. So let's go from D minor. Something like that, a little bit slower than standard tempo. So and so on. All right, a cool melody there. But we can also play that with a strumming pattern. All right, so we'll go back again to the basic, the D minor, the chords now. And with that, we have two different parts of the strumming. I'm gonna play one full round for you. It goes like this. All right, so the first part will be down, clap, down. So down, clap, down. And then the second part will be down, clap. So very easy. Like that. So I need to split those because we're gonna use that pretty soon. But first, just to get the feeling for the rhythm here, I'm gonna play a couple of rounds for you with D minor so you understand how it sounds. And we need to put them together now. So down, clap, down. It's the part one, and then down, clap. But that part one and part two comes pretty close to each other, so the feeling and the sound will be down, clap, down, down, clap. Okay? So a couple rounds of it will be and you notice there, after part two, there's a short pause and then starts at part one again. Pause. All right, so you're gonna play this D minor. You're gonna play one full round plus part one, the down, clap, down, and then you quickly change to the G minor and play part two, and then you go over to the A minor 7 and play two full rounds. So this switch here, D minor to G minor, could be a little tricky, but it gets pretty easy when you practice it for a while and get this rhythm in you. So it goes like this. And so on. All right, guys, so play a little bit with it. Oxlade's Intoxicated. It's actually intoxicated to play this one. So yeah, a nice song. Until next time, play tuned.